Do you believe in ghosts? I'm sorry, guys. I hope I didn't mean to. I hope I didn't mean to startle you like that. But anyways, if that didn't give it away, I'm the media guy, and I'm gonna be sharing my thoughts on a certain movie that might not be a horror movie, but technically involves ghosts. Called, well, ghosts. Now I'm pretty sure this is like one of those type of movies that you guys have probably never even seen before or even heard of before until watching this video. Think of the most touching love story you ever saw. Think too of the brightest comedy, the most astonishing supernatural tale, and a slick of mystery thriller. Did you come up with four separate films? Or are you among the millions of fans and critics who discovered Ghost, the number one film of 1990? Ghost will surprise you, delight you, make you believe. Patrick Swayze plays a ghost who teams up with a psychic. And they're played by Whoopi Goldberg here. To uncover the truth behind his murder and to rescue his sweetheart, Demi Moore, from a similar fate. Ruh-roh. Where's Scooby-Doo and the Ghostbusters when you need them? Or Goober and the Ghost Chasers. The word of mouth is Ghost is a must-see romance, says Entertainment Weekly. Ditto to that! So, just in case you're still confused, it's about Patrick Swayze playing a guy named Sam who is accidentally murdered by a criminal mastermind who's got to try to steal a bank account, and it'll be up to Sam and a psychic to expose this murderer once and for all, and so his spirit can rest in peace once and for all. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is one heartwarming movie. It's funny, it's dramatic, and it can get a little bit freaky at times. Oh man, and it is a perfect movie to watch during the Halloween season. Now, I remember like months ago, I might have saw like a few clips of this movie, but never actually owned a VHS or DVD copy of it until now. You know, I'm actually glad I got around to pick up this movie a while ago, since this was one of many new VHS tapes that I got. I mean, if you saw my previous Home Media Jackpot collection video recently, you pretty much know what I mean, since this is one of them. This movie has great writing, great jokes, an interesting story with a beginning, middle, and end. And again, the special effects seems groundbreaking and amazing, especially for 1990 standards. And I think this movie is 35 years old, right? I think this movie is 35 years old. Now, I assume this is the type of movie you guys probably didn't even know about, but that's okay. There are so many things to like about this movie, like Sam trying to uncover who was responsible for his murder. So I'm guessing he's kind of like the Funky Phantom and Scooby-Doo combined. No, wait. Think of the Funky Phantom, Inside Private Eye, and Inspector Gadget rolled into one being, you know. I mean, I guess that makes sense when you think about it. Okay, I know it's a little bit far-fetched to compare Inspector Gadget, the Funky Phantom, and Inside Private Eye with Sam in this movie, but you guys know what I mean. I was really also surprised to find out that his best friend, Carl, was involved in this whole setup. And I feel pretty bad for poor Sam because he really felt betrayed by his so-called friend. Don't you just hate it when someone tries to betray you like that? Man. And he has every right to be beyond furious about this whole entire thing. And who could blame him? I mean, to be fair, Sam probably didn't know about what Carl and Willie Rodriguez or Ramirez were up to until much later on. Oh man. But you know what? Sam has every right to feel upset and angry at Carl for what he's put him through. It's so crazy that he's teaming up with a villain, trying to steal a lot of money from his bank account. Oh man. Thank goodness he was able to team up with a gypsy to sort this whole thing out. It is quite surprising that she was able to hear Sam as a ghost. Make sure she couldn't see him. I mean, yes, she started out as a phony gypsy psychic. But after how Sam was catching on to her, phony routine, let's just say that she was able to hear him. And I'm guessing she was a part of this family who are like psychics who can communicate with the dead. Which is pretty unique when you think about it. And again, man, I don't blame Molly for feeling upset about what happened to Sam. Both Sam and Molly were really, really in love with each other. And it's quite heartbreaking that Sam died in front of her. Oh, I mean, to be fair, Sam did try to save Molly's life, which is pretty understandable. But still. But hey, desperate times calls for desperate measures, if you know what I mean. Always try to protect your loved ones, no matter how crazy things can get. And like I said before, desperate times calls for desperate measures, if you know what I mean. You gotta admit, this movie does have a bit of an all-star cast. I don't know much about Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore, but I am very familiar with Whoopi Goldberg's career, mainly as a voiceover actress. She was in The Lion King, Toy Story 3. She guest starred as herself in Scooby-Doo and Guess Who called The Nightmare Ghost of Psychic You. And I think she was also a guest star on Muppets Tonight several decades earlier. I think that and Muppets Tonight were in production around the same time. No, I think Muppets Tonight came out 8 or 9 years later after the movie Ghost was released. So never mind that. I do know that she was also a part of a talk show called The Host. And yeah, I probably will address the elephant in the room that I think when Jamie and Millie talked about one of the episodes of Scooby-Doo and Guess Who featuring Whoopi Goldberg, let's just say that she was a little bit controversial with her odd behavior. I probably don't want to go into too much details because I just assumed you guys might have heard about that before from other YouTube channels. I don't know. But I'm just gonna leave it there. So I honestly think the movie Ghost is phenomenal. And I'm not gonna lie, when Sam first found out that he became a ghost, it was, pretty much new for him to experience all this. He wasn't expecting to die. In fact, at first I didn't know he was going to die. I thought he was I just assumed that he must have survived a gunshot at some point. But nope. NOPE, nope. I was wrong. Dead wrong. No pun intended, okay? No pun intended. Oh boy, just forget about that little pun. And I really feel bad. I still feel bad for poor Sam. I guess he is technically new to the whole ghost haunting business. I guess he's sort of like a noob. Thank goodness he was able to He was able to get the hang of being a ghost, you know? I mean, we all gotta practice at some point. Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose. Sorry about that. I just had to blow my nose. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. I'm still glad that Sam was trying his best to find the person who killed him. And I did mention that there was like more than one person involved with this whole thing. I still couldn't believe that Carl actually betrayed Sam just like that. I mean, what did Sam ever do to Carl that would have him betray Sam just like that? I mean, seriously, talk about being cruel. Some friend Carl turned out to be. Oy. I guess you never know who to trust anymore. Yeah, I'm sorry if it seems like I'm rambling a little bit about Carl in this movie, but oh man, that jerk really had it coming for him. I love the climax on how he was able to chase. About him chasing Molly and the psycho across the abandoned art room. And you know, that guy pretty much deserved to have the shattered window glass stab him. And then have these shadowy figures take him away. Talk about karma. Carl pretty much had it coming to him. Yeah, it was the same shadowy figures that took Willie Rodriguez away out in New York somewhere. Oh man. So now Sam can finally rest in peace since he's now been avenged. And I honestly think The Ghost is one satisfying movie to watch over and over and over again. Especially during the Halloween season. Sorry about that. So yeah, do you guys have any fond memories of this movie? Just let me know down in the comments below. And I honestly think this is the perfect film to watch during the Halloween season, if you know what I mean. So I'll give this movie 5 ghosts out of 5, since that's how wonderful the movie is. And who knows, I might be able to do a second look, aka revisit edition of this movie at some point, if I find a DVD copy of it at some point. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for checking out this review of Ghost, and make sure you guys have a fantastic Halloween. Okay, I'll stop using that voice again because I don't want to have a sore throat. Ugh.